Barber, you preach from the mountaintop, talk of justice, but the truth must not be stopped. Faith leaders, you claim to care, but injured workers cry out, and you're never there. Where is your voice for the ones in pain, the laborers left out in the pouring rain? You fight for 15, for health care for all, but when workers get hurt, you let them fall. Poor People's Campaign, your silence is loud, promising hope, yet lost in the crowd. A slave well fed, still not free, injured and discarded, can't you see? Where is your voice for the ones in pain, the laborers left out in the pouring rain? You fight for 15, for health care for all, but when workers get hurt, you let them fall. Need a national workers' compensation commission, not just Medicare, not just a fair wage mission. Your platform ignores our human rights. In the shadow, promises our plight ignites. Sawant, Dr. Jill, Jason call, Green Socialists, Democrats, you don't hear our call. 85% of workers left behind. Unions and faith leaders, open your mind. Where is your voice for the ones in pain, the laborers left out in the pouring rain? You fight for 15, for health care for all, but when workers get hurt, you let them fall. Faith leaders, labor leaders, PPC, stand with us, fight with us, let us be free. Include our fight in your grand plan, or admit your silence is where you stand. Where is your voice for the ones in pain, the laborers left out in the pouring rain? You fight for 15, for health care for all, but when workers get hurt, you let them fall. But when workers get hurt, you let them fall.
For 8 years, America's workers have been met with silence from faith leaders, labor leaders, and the Poor People's Campaign. While fighting for $15 an hour and Medicare for all is important, these efforts have overshadowed a critical issue: the federal human rights of injured workers. A well-fed slave with $15 an hour and Medicare for all is still a slave. When these workers are injured, they are discarded like trash. The fight for more food and health care is essential, but we cannot let it distract us from the laborers' fight for basic federal human rights. If your platform does not include the words National Workers' Compensation Commission, you are complicit in harming American injured workers. This silence is a betrayal of the very people these movements claim to represent. Leaders like Sawant, Dr. Jill, and Jason Call of the Green Party, Socialists, and Democrats are failing to represent America's workers. Their focus on Medicare for all and state single-payer agendas leaves injured workers behind. Unions are not lifting all boats when they toss injured workers under progressive agendas. The other 85% of workers, those not lucky enough to be in unions, are being left to suffer. We demand that faith leaders, labor leaders, and the Poor People's Campaign address the federal human rights of injured workers. Silence is not an option. Stand with us, fight for us, and include the National Workers' Compensation Commission in your platform. Only then can we claim to fight for true justice and equality. #Justice for injured workers.